Hello and welcome to RS Gaming Videos. I'm Ross and I'm back. And I'm actually here in my single player world. This is my very first single player world that I first started when somebody introduced me to the game back at around the time of beta 1.2, and that was a long time ago. To put it into perspective, it was before beds were added. Oh, look, slime. Yeah, so this was the first world I actually survived the first night. This was actually the third world I created, so I've actually kept this world, and I played on it for a few updates, probably up to about beta 1.6, and then I sort of got bored of it and played some other worlds. But since then I've gone back to it more recently in the last sort of year or so and continued building. Sort of I've separated myself from my original world. I've kept my original bit almost untouched. But yeah, I'll actually show you my original bit. But first things first, here is my little house. This is in my new section. This is when I went back to the world about a year ago. So I got my little, I haven't actually furnished this bit yet. I've got to decide what I want to put some sofas or something in here. I've got to decide. I've actually got to change these doors because they're a new kind of doors. This is on the snapshots at the moment. But maybe when 1.8 comes out, I'll go back to regular versions. But yeah, mostly a plain house. I quite like it. It's a nice little different bit. A few flowers outside that'll keep Jack happy. But yeah, so over this bridge here, I'll show you the side of the bridge. That's the kind of bridge it is. Fairly plain and simple. I do like bridges though. That's one of the things I like. I like to build a lot of bridges. As you can see, there's another one over there. So here we go. We're over to my sort of main platform bit. So there's my nether portal, which leads to my sort of nether network system, in which I can move around the world quickly. So I can go through there. I can get to where I mine. So I don't mine under here because I don't want to ruin the open space under here by mining a load of tunnels through it. I don't want to ruin the land. So I go off into the distance to do mining. I'm going to move away from that because it's making an awful noise. And it also takes me back to my original bit of world where my original spawn point is, where my original house is, back in my old days when I first made this world. So over here, you notice it's all made of wood, so I do have some fire buckets spread around. There's some there, there's one there, there's one over that way as well. So this was my chest system. Most of this is now empty because I've now moved over to that big brick building over there that's unfinished. I'll show you that in a bit. But so, yeah, I quite like this compact design. This lasted for quite a while and I didn't need any other storage other than this. It's only a few blocks deep as well, which is quite nice. So that's how I used to store things. There's a few things left that I haven't. I mean, nether brick, oh god, I haven't even moved that yet. A few odd bits, but I'll get around to moving those. So, music discs, I haven't got very many. I've got about 5, so again, someday I'll get more. This used to be my map wall, but I had to take all the maps off and put them all here. This was a big map wall of the area, centred around this base here. The reason I took that down is because the maps kept popping out of the item frames. There was a bug with item frames and maps in one of the old snapshots that made all the maps pop off the wall and then they would despawn like normal items do, and I kept losing all my maps over and over and over again. So what I did is I've taken them all down. As I say, I'm on the snapshots, and the reason I'm on the snapshots is because of the enchanting changes that I didn't want to miss out on. I didn't want to waste all my levels on the old enchanting system when the new one was about to come out. So I upgraded to the snapshots, and because of some of the changes in the snapshots, you can't go back to the old versions anymore. So I'm waiting till 1.8 comes out before I can go back to the the proper version. So that's why the maps are off the wall. But yeah, I'll put those back. This is my enchanting room. So I've got my lapis down here because of the new thing in the versions. That's not in the proper version of Minecraft yet, and that's only in the snapshots. But yep, this obviously gets you max level enchants, and using a combination of these levers, each one of these lifts up one of these blocks in order. So if I do that end one, it will be this one here. If I do the middle one there and turn the rest off, it will be that middle back one. So yeah, that's quite a good way to get the right level you want. You just fiddle about with it till you get it right. And that is all contained in that big box there. So it's all nice and neat. And a lot of the wiring's underground. This here is one of my many cobble generators. I keep changing my mind and making new ones. This is one I thought would look quite good because it sort of pops out the ground. It doesn't seem to be working. I don't know, they must have bugged out. I have to go down there and restart it. But the idea is the cobble pops out the top and you just mine it. The problem I found with that is if you're not paying attention, you can very easily break these blocks, especially if you're using an efficiency pickaxe, which is what you're quite likely to be doing with mining cobble. I ended up just breaking the lanterns and breaking the lapis just over and over again. So I've given up on that one. I leave it there because it looks nice. And again, all the wiring's underneath. The pistons are as low down in the ground as possible. They're 12 blocks down, which is the maximum a piston can push. That way you don't constantly hear the piston pushing noise all the time. This was another cobble generator I made. This is actually when they introduced andesite, granite, and what's the other one called? Whatever. This one's now actually working. You see I put obsidian there so that I wouldn't break through so easily, and I can just hold the mouse like that and get a cobble. Oh, is that going to make a horrible noise now? Oh well. Well, I gave up on that one because it just wasn't practical, I didn't think. So this is my brewing setup. I really need to get a proper brewing setup because I haven't even I don't really go into brewing very much. That's just a very basic setup. Oh, I have actually, since those two cobble generators, I built a new cobble generator, which I'll show you in a little while when we get to it. So we're going to head over this way now.